Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our weekly energy reading. And this is also a Mother's Day reading for all the beautiful mamas out there, for all the beautiful daughters, sons, anybody that has ever been loved by a woman who felt like a mom. This is for you. All right, so let's open up sacred space. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open up sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Bless me. This feels a little, ashes feel a little long today. Bless me. Bless my cards. Bless my viewers. Oh, we just had some drop on my money deck. So I feel like we should totally use that. I'm actually going to blow out this candle too. So I feel like I'm not feeling it today. Okay, so we are going to start with money. What does money want to tell us? I also pulled out the Hidden Truth Oracle. So this is if you're in separation from a person that you love. We're going to see what they want to tell you. We're also going to use the Sex Magic Tarot. We're going to get a little risque. I know it's a Mother's Day reading, but I feel like it's also going to be a big love reading. So let's see what money wants to tell us first. And I just heard that Archangel Michael is telling us to look at our relationship with our parents, especially our mothers, and the deeply rooted belief system around money. Okay, so when you do kind acts, I chase you. So Spirit is saying, money is saying that when you are being a good person and you're sharing yourself and you're opening doors for people and you're just encouraging other people, you're showing up for them, money just is like so drawn to that energy because that energy is love. So money is love, right? It's all the same frequency. If you did not know that, it is. It's all the same energy. Abundance is love and joy and peace and physical, tangible money. So when we are in our highest joy doing what we love, we somehow attract money. People want to pay us for that. The universe wants to reward us for being that way. So when you do a kind act, guess how you feel? You just feel so freaking amazing. It's awesome. Okay, let's get another message. What else? Money, what do you want to tell us? You must give me permission to show up. One of the women in my Awaken Your Magic community, she was asking the other day about permission slips. Like, what does it mean in the spiritual world? And for me, it means we have to give ourselves permission to allow more in. So if you want the love, if you want the money, if you want the opportunity, you have to say, I'm ready. I'm calling it in. It's my turn to receive. So call out to money and say, money, I love you and I want more of you. I will nurture you. I will save you. I will spend you. I will donate you. I will spread you around like the good energy that you are, the good loving energy that you are. And money is telling you, you first have to give it permission to show up. Okay, so I feel good with that. We'll put money aside for now. Let's do a message from if you've lost a mother, if you've lost a grandmother, if you are a mother who's lost a child, let's do some sort of message from the loved one who you lost. What deck do I want to use for this? Okay, I forget the name of this deck, so forgive me. But it's a really beautiful deck. It's got like a fairy angel on the front. I feel like I remember the name of it and I can't think of it right now. It's like not Angel of Oracles. I'll figure it out and leave it in the description box if I remember. Okay. Sweet loved ones that have crossed over. What do you want to tell your daughters, mothers, sons, spouses, parents? My nose was just itching, so Spirit is itching with me. Oh, I love this. Wow, is this a phoenix? Okay, did we just see that happen? Okay, it says, let love light the way, shine your inner light brightly. Okay, do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord will personally go ahead of you. He will be with you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. Isn't that a beautiful energy? So this is a message from your loved one saying that they're going to go ahead of you and prepare everything for you. Anything that you're worried about right now, especially because money came out first, ask your loved ones for this assistance, for this help. And then we have shine your inner light brightly. The city has no need of sun or moon, for the glory of God illuminates the city and the Lamb is its light. Wow. The universe will provide everything. It'll provide the light to navigate through those dark paths, dark tunnels. I just heard, if you feel like you're in the darkness right now, the universe is going to guide you. You don't need the sun or the moon, they're saying. Let love light the way. Shine your inner light brightly. And I like to believe, and there's so many different ways we can interpret the word God. And I believe it's this huge, massive source energy that created all of us, and it's in us. Like, it's our imagination, it's our ability to create. That is God in us. So it says, shine your inner light brightly. I believe that's saying that, yeah, God's going to light the way, but you are God. You have that God source energy in you. So when you light the way, you're letting love light the way. You're surrendering and saying, I'm open to be used. Use me as a vessel. Move me to the next best thing. Move me to the next best person, environment, job, action. A lot of times we want to start doing our spiritual mission, but we don't know which way to go. And we have to light the way ourselves by following our highest joy. And your high heart is right here. It's your heart chakra is in the middle of your chest, right? It's this whole region, but your upper chest is your high heart. That is your joy center. And when the throat chakra gets blocked, I've talked about this in a couple of recent videos, when your throat chakra is blocked, you can't access the joy. You can't access your light. So when we're stuck in the head, we can't drop into the heart. And that's the main mission in life, is to get out of the head and then get into the heart. So we have to, so I'm hearing in order for you to shine your light and to let love light the way, you have to be in your heart. You have to know what that looks and feels like. Okay, let's do a little Light Seers Tarot. We kind of jumped out. Okay, Seven of Swords. I just heard the deception is over. You weren't sure, you were being led maybe down the wrong path by the wrong people. Maybe you surrounded yourself with people that weren't honest, people that didn't see your light. Yes, that's it. Okay. His hood is up and he's not looking at that bright, beautiful sun or moon. Looks like the moon. But it's like he can't see your light. And we've been surrounding ourselves with people who don't see our light. And it's time now to be with people who see us, who honor us, who value us. I had a conversation the other day with a friend of mine, and he was just saying like simple things that were just honoring my light. And I just was like, man, it's so nice to be around a healthy masculine energy where they're not hitting on you. They're not implying or flirting. They're just honestly looking at me and my business and what I do. And they were just celebrating it. And I'm like, I've realized that I've only been around this for the past few years. I've been around certain men and who literally wanted to smush my light and take my ideas and not honor me, not thank me, not didn't honor my light at all. They literally just smushed me. But I was attracting that. So I can't blame them. I have to own, where am I smushing myself? Where am I not seeing my own light? So that's a little message for somebody out there. If you're blaming somebody else for not seeing your light and not honoring you, we've attracted that situation to pull away, to not choose it anymore, and to see that when we see our own light, then others will reflect that back to us. And when you have a really healthy feminine energy or masculine energy in your life, reflecting it back to you, saying, hey, I see you shining, keep going. Like, that's what we need more of in this world. We need to do that for our children, for our loved ones. So I feel like this Mother's Day reading is all about, it's almost like a mother energy. Like, how can you mother yourself more and see how magnificent you are and not go with the deception and the lies and the darkness? And you'll get a sense of, I don't ever like to call anybody dark. You know what I mean? It just seems like we're putting people in boxes. And a darker energy could be somebody who you might see as a narcissist, right? Somebody who's just only out for themselves and they'll trample on anybody to get where they want to get. And I don't ever want to like shame somebody for being that way or be like, they are that way, like I don't want to do that. I just like to observe the situation that I'm in and say, okay, thank God I'm not like that. It's more of a celebration of what you're not. And you're like, oh man, I see that person. Maybe they haven't healed all the way. Maybe they have more work to do. Maybe they'll never heal. And we just witness it. But the Seven of Swords is saying, like, you're not like that. So anytime you come across somebody who's not seeing your light and maybe they're taking advantage of your energy and you've been allowing it, now we pull back. Thank you, universe, for the lesson. Thank you for the mirror. Also, where am I doing that in my life? Where am I taking advantage of somebody else? Because every little aspect of people that we are, attracting into our field is a reflection of what we have. So, if people aren't seeing you and honoring you, then where are you not seeing and not honoring other people? So there's so many things to look at, but this is a huge, I say that statement all the time. This is huge. This is a huge piece of the puzzle is us seeing our light. And when we finally see it in us, we thank the people who also see it in us. And we also thank the people who didn't see it in us because they showed us what not to do. And they showed us where we were on this journey. Okay, let's get another card. The Magician. Now they're saying that you created this new reality for yourself. You're shifting out of the people that didn't honor you, and now you're going to be with people who see your light, see your sunshine. You're trusting that your connection with Source is super, super strong. You can follow the nudges on what to do next in your life. You're literally waking up each day going, well, what do I want to create? Like he's holding his hand up, like, what do I want to create? What do I want to do today? And we get to do that. We get to call in the people that we really know, well, that we really desire, and that we know that they'll see us. High five, little pink drink. Okay, let's move into the spell casting deck. We'll get some more messages on this Mother's Day. Okay, let's see. Compassion. I think this goes with like the people that didn't honor you, having compassion for them, seeing like where they are in their journey. And again, thanking yourself and being so grateful that you're not that way. Oh, and what I was going to say about the darker energies too is me and my one friend were talking about this, and we were talking about one of our other recent friends who kind of pulled away from us, and we're like, yeah, they just seem like a darker energy, like they're a taker. They don't support us. And it's just that like that they're so in their own bubble. It's not that they're dark, but they're just so in their own bubble that they can't project any kind of good light out there. It's like they're constantly pointing out all the wrong things about other people and about the world, but that's how they live their life in their head, right? So we have to honor that about those people, and we have to say like, okay, like maybe that's their purpose. Maybe they're meant to point out all the things that are wrong in this world, and then we're meant to find a solution for it. I believe there's certain roles for certain people who are whistleblowers, or people are like, this isn't right, we're not going to do this. But being around that 24/7 of somebody constantly pointing out the flaws, it seems dark, right? It seems low vibrational. There's like no good in the situation. So I feel like the compassion card is saying, like, if you have people like that in your life where you just feel like they're always focused on what's wrong, see it as their gift and limit your time with them. Maybe don't invest your time in them. Maybe don't share your personal life with them. Keep them at bay, but also like honor them and be like, wow, that's cool that they have that gift of seeing what's wrong. And thank God I'm not like that, because I don't want to live in that turmoil of never finding a solution, and never sharing the solution and only focusing on the negativity or the fear or the worry or the anxiety. Yeah. I think it's cool for us to look at the shadow of ourselves, but not to live in it, right? We always have to eventually come out of it and realize, okay, I can see the shadow, but now what do I want to create from it? Because you cannot create from a space of what's wrong, this is wrong, oh no, you just can't. It can be a great motivator. Shame and guilt and all of that jazz can be great motivators to get your butt moving. Okay, let's do a little angel wisdom tarot. Okay, the beginning of this reading, I felt a little like internally, I didn't talk about it, but I felt a little flustered. I felt a little like nervous. I felt like I need to be perfect, and that kind of just went away. So I don't know if somebody that was tuned into this reading, if you have an energy of thinking that everything needs to be perfect before you start, or I don't know, you just feel like you can't relax. You have to be a certain way for somebody to love you. I believe this is an energy that we're letting go of right now. We're letting go of the need to be perfect. It doesn't matter what your body looks like. It doesn't matter what your hair looks like. We get to doll ourselves up and do whatever we want because it's ours. We're not doing it for other people, right? Okay, top two. The world. Yes. Oh, an Ace of Swords. I like this. New clarity. Okay, Ace of Swords says brilliant ideas that may need refinement, overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out, communicate clearly, concisely, remain objective. So it's a young boy, which means he's like a novice. He's new on the spiritual journey. He's learning about how to speak his truth. He's learning how to express his feelings. He has a butterfly on his shoulder because he's going through a massive transformation. And the blue butterfly is the throat chakra. It's being able to open up that throat chakra and really express and say, hey, I think you're great. Do you want to hang out? Hey, I think you're great. Can we have a fresh start? Hey, I think you're great. Can you forgive me for the past? It's kind of like that energy. It's like somebody having clarity about who you are, and they're really sorry that they didn't see your light, but they're learning how to manifest. That's a separate message for somebody. And then we have the World card, a brilliant success, a time of joyful accomplishment and spiritual enlightenment, freedom to do whatever you want, be proud of yourself. So they're saying that you created this compassion for all people, and you're spreading your light and you're putting your creations out into the world, and it's coming full circle. You're getting to finally like sit back and eat some popcorn and eat some candy and just like watch your movie back, right? That's the coolest part about the spiritual journey is when we do transform and we go through ego death after ego death after ego death, and we see more parts of who we are, and we're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed that I used to be that way. I used to do that thing. I used to attract these types of people. It's really jarring to your nervous system to be like, oh man, I'm so embarrassed that I used to do that. And that is why compassion is so important, especially to when I was talking about my friend who's very much so a taker, always pointing out what's wrong with people. We have to have compassion because eventually they might come out of that. They might wake up and be like, oh man, I can't believe I did that. And I see certain influencers on social media who are not spiritually awakened, and I'm always like, oh man, I wonder if they're going to spiritually awaken one day and like want to delete their whole Instagram because they're so mortified with, the messages that they were putting out that weren't honorable and weren't integrous. And I always wonder, I feel bad for people because I'm like, oh, I can see the possibility of the shame and the guilt coming in. But the World card is saying, like, you're sitting back, you're sitting on your couch, and you're watching the movie of your life, of your transformation, and you're seeing how you went from this little boy who was so nervous, so scared, to now this badass king or queen who's putting their content out there, who's putting their work out into the world. They're being honorable, they're acting in integrity, they're seeing other people's light and honoring it, and they're just like a really good person. That's like the energy of this World card, is you're just really good, and you're the only one that needs to see it. You don't need to point it out. You don't need to share it with your family. You don't need your family to see it. That's a big thing I find with a lot of my clients. is they have a really strong desire to be seen by their family. I need my family to see the work that I'm doing. And I can attest to that, I did readings for years as a side job for my teaching job. And nobody in my family would ask how they were doing, how it was going, or, how I got into it. Nobody asked about my mentor. Like literally, it was crickets. Every time I'd hang out with my family, actually, even my nieces and my nephews, they were the ones that were actually asking. Like my little niece, Molly, she's 8 years old. And she literally wrote me a letter in the mail and was like, how is your YouTube going? Did you get more subscribers? How are your readings going? Like the kids are so kind to ask me how my business is going and how my spiritual work is going. But my siblings and my parents at the time, they were just not interested in it. And that's okay. So I had to come to terms with, I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing this because when I put my head on the pillow at night, it makes me feel good. I love helping people in this way. I love channeling messages from spirit, and I love working with Archangel Michael and Metatron, and it's all for me. And this is a message that if you're doing things for the acceptance of family, friends, social media following, etc., you're not going to get very far because it's going to be ego driven. And then when the ego falls away, you're going to be left feeling so like without. You're going to be like, wait, I did all of this for X, Y, and Z, and I never got it. It's going to be draining. It's not going to feel good. Anything that's ego driven is draining. When you're trying to put out a business or content or an image that is not who you are, you're actually going to get depressed because you're trying to be a character that you're not. But when you're yourself, you're just showing up and being yourself and dressing the way you want to dress and putting out the things you want to put out, even if you're not getting paid, even if your family's not accepting you, even if you're not getting any likes or comments, but you feel good, you're never going to be depressed. You're going to feel amazing all the time. And that's kind of the world card energy, is you trying to figure out like how to get there, how to let go of that need to please, right? And to be accepted by your family. Or I'm scared to put out this channel or this podcast or this book because what is everybody going to think? We have to literally put that thought on a shelf and do it anyway. Because remember, when you have that ego death, if you don't do it, you're going to be depressed. If you do it in a way that's only doing it for attention, you're going to be, lackluster, again, depressed. So why not skip all of that and just do what you love? Okay. And I know it's scary. I know that's like way easier said than done. I was terrified to start my YouTube channel. I was terrified, like when I was leaving my teaching job, I was like, when can I start posting readings on Instagram? Or when can I start posting on YouTube? Like, what if my old students see me doing this now? And they're like, what is Miss Thornton doing now? Why is she dancing around on Instagram in a bathing suit? It's so inappropriate, so unprofessional. But I'm not a teacher anymore. I'm not put in that box. I am a free spirit and I can do whatever the heck I want. And I want to inspire all of them to unleash the creator in them. And at some point, we have to just do the thing we want to do. If I want to dance on the internet in a cute little outfit or a sundress or something, I'm going to do it because that's what makes me feel good. And when I go to bed at night, I just feel free in my feminine energy. And the world that we lived in before kept me bound in a box and said, don't do that because you're this. And that's what we are breaking free out of. We're sovereign beings who can dance, sing, and play in whatever way that we want. Co-create your days, Micah Magic, first message. This is you saying, screw it, I'm going to do whatever the heck I want to do. Horse spirit is here to bring momentum. Hop on that horse. It's like the chariot. It's going to take you to where you're going next. Ride that wave. 1111. Not to be TMI, but ride that twin flame. Heck yes, a little sexual energy. We're going to move to the Sex Magic Tarot in a second. I love that we just got the twin flame card. Let go of old behaviors, feel good to attract good. Okay, so in order for you to attract a twin flame, a soulmate, we have to really feel into ourselves and be in our mission, doing what we love, not fearing partnership, not fearing change. You're co-creating your days, saying, universe, move me where will you have me go, what will you have me do, who will you have me see, and what will you have me say, bring me all the magic today. Every day you wake up, you hop on that horse, you let it take you. The horse is the universe. So in this deck of cards, when I created this, The horse to me represents the universe. The universe shows up at our door. It's a chariot. We hop on it and we go. And we allow it to take us to our highest joy. And as a twin flame, it's not about partnership. It's about ascension. We are growing our souls. We're expanding. We're going through ego death after ego death after ego death. And we're doing it with a twin who, maybe the twin is afar and we're not near them, or maybe they're in our house with us, but we're evolving together at a distance or within each other's proximity for our own ascension, not just to be in a loving fairy tale relationship, because that is the programming of our society. And yes, it can feel like a fairy tale because it's so magnetic and you just never get sick of the person, and you can just see them in all ways and you love them no matter what. And that was the energy in the beginning of this reading. I think we're coming full circle now. Somebody had a belief that they have to look, speak, and be a certain way, have a certain amount of money, have a certain job in order for their twin, their soulmate, whatever you want to call it, to love them. And that is conditional love. And when you realize that, oh, wow, like I am still around this person and they can have whatever job they have, they can have whatever outfits they're wearing, they can look like they just woke up and I still love them. Like it's their soul that I love, and they don't need to be a certain way to be loved. So if you're working out to shape your body for somebody else because you want them to love you, there's a piece of that that's wrong, but there's a piece of that that could be right, right? Because if you want to shape your body so that your partner that you love can, like, say your partner loves a good butt, or say your partner loves nice legs, they're still going to love you regardless. But wouldn't it be cool to shape your body so that they can really enjoy it in a certain way, but knowing that they like you either way too? Like, to me, that's fun. Like, that's just kind of like, it's like a love language. You're showing up, or maybe they just like you wearing certain lingerie or certain colors or wearing your hair a certain way. Like, of course, we're going to do those things because we want to have, like, play with our partner, but it's also doing it for us. Like, when they see us doing it for us, or we see them like wearing a certain outfit because they love it, that makes me love them even more. So keep that in mind. You don't want to live your life doing things for somebody else, but it is cool to compromise and to be like, oh yeah, I'll do this for you, because it's not even compromise. It's kind of like fueling the relationship. It's like, it's you, him, or her, or him, and then the center is the partnership. So it's almost like you're doing something to fuel that center partnership. It's like a third entity. Okay, let's do Hidden Truth Oracle. What would your twin flame want to tell you if they were here? So many things remind me of you. Okay. I just heard music. They're hearing music and they're thinking of you. I will wait for a sign from you. They want to make sure that they can come toward you. They want to come correct. I just saw the Ace of Swords card again, the little boy energy. Okay, we just had 2 animal cards. Oh, this is from my last reading. Oh, see, here we go. This is confirmation. I just said you're going to be hearing songs. So many things remind me of you. This person just said, I love this song. And on my YouTube, let's see what else they said. I love the song and your playful side. I saw 888 and 4 license plates within 30 minutes. Perfect. So that's confirmation that the sign, they'll wait for a sign from you, the 888. And so many things remind me of you when you're hearing music. And I think the song that he was talking about was John Mellencamp's Hurt So Good. I love that song. I'm a huge fan of like 80s and 70s music. But we did get the owl and the frog, which is a vacation, going to visit somebody, seeking somebody out. Maybe you're seeking out your boon or your treasure, which is the owl card. Maybe somebody, maybe a masculine, maybe their spirit animal is an owl and they are really drawn to owls. If you look at the eyes of the owl, I just feel like it's very like striking. So I'm thinking that's twin flame eye contact. When you make eye contact with your twin, it is like nothing else you've ever seen. You're just locked in. And the frog is like, all right, let's go vacation together. Let's go like get away and go on a beach and just lay and talk for hours. So that could be twin flame energy happening for some of you. Your twin might be coming in and offering to take you on a trip. And I just heard that, yeah, okay, I regret lying to you. So whether they were withholding their feelings, whether they weren't telling the truth, they legit lied, maybe they cheated, maybe they said that, they friend zoned you. And that's normally because they couldn't see. They were in this deception of trying to go to all these other feathers, which represents other people, addictions. Maybe they submerged themselves in work and trying to build a business that never got off the ground. Normally, twin flames have a mission together. They work together to bring some sort of light to the world. And as I said that, the world card was just staring at me. But they regret lying to you. They wish they could take back their words or their lack of words. And as intuitive telepathic beings, that you can sense energy behind words or behind eyes or behind looks. I left you when I saw you with someone. And I just got a message that this could be maybe someone was being really honorable. And maybe they're like, you know what? I see them happy. I'm just going to let them be. I'm not going to interject and I'm not going to try to break them up. I'm just going to leave because it's too painful to watch. And maybe now, maybe they regret leaving. Hopping all over the place today. Yeah, they want to feel that way again. Okay, let's do Sex Magic Tarot. So this is a deck where the pictures are a little risque, so YouTube might flag me. So I'm only going to show you the photos if they're not too telling. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Okay, 9 of Cups. So 10 of Cups is like the ultimate connection, like fulfillment. Cups is emotions, connection, merging energies. So this is 2 people sitting on a bench and they are devouring fruit together. There's a little lantern, there's greenery behind them. It's really beautiful. I think I can show it. I'll just kind of hide her lingerie. But it's like they're just kind of like in each other's presence, just enjoying each other. They're talking, they're reacclimating, I heard. They're merging their energy. See how they're sitting? See how her legs between his? It's kind of like they're that vacation energy. Like when you take a vacation together, it's like you have to kind of like get used to each other's energy again and feel into each other. And um, it's just like a softness. I just feel like a soft energy there. There's no rush. They're not like ripping each other's clothes off. They're just very patient and really trying to like feel into each other's energy. And I keep looking at his hands and how his hand is holding her hand. Somebody wants to hold your hand. They don't care what you do. They just want to be near you. They want to be around your energy. They just want to feel you. Little itch. Left side, which is feminine side. Okay, wow. The Hermit. So this kind of goes with I left you when I saw you with someone. So if you can see, he's seeing, somebody had to sit back and watch you be with somebody else, or they watched. Did I just say that right? Somebody was watching somebody be with somebody else, and it was really, really painful. And like the candle is like burning out, like they're exhausted. They can't handle another minute of watching this. And it's almost like it looks like he's not eating. He's really thin. It's almost like it was so hard to watch that. And a lot of times with divine masculine energies, if they are the runner and if they're going off and expending the energy that they're looking for from their twin, if they're looking for that energy in other people, they eventually wake up one day and they feel such shame and they feel such guilt about either doing it right in front of your face, or maybe they, just said that they would never leave their marriage and that they friend zoned you, and then eventually they come to and realize, oh wow, no, this is where my home is. I was deceived. The deception was the marriage. It wasn't healthy. It was a karmic relationship. It woke me up. It was a catalyst. And now I see who I'm really supposed to be with, and how do I get back to her when I was so wrong and rude, or I lied, or I told her we were just friends. Like, what was I thinking? She's actually the only friend I've ever had. Um, and I hurt her or I hurt him. So it's kind of like that energy. It's like maybe even decline. Sorry, I forgot to put my thing on do not disturb. But it's like this energy of they're really, really sorry. And maybe this is the apology, right? Maybe this is them coming in and apologizing and saying, I'm sorry for doing that. Cards are just really weird. Okay, definitely can't show this picture. There's a lot of boobage. Unless I could also, yeah, I could put my hand on it. Okay, so you can see she's sitting on her bed, sword, all the fruits on the floor. Look at the window behind my hand, behind my finger. There's a guy and a girl. So this is like double energy of third party. So she is alone, her candle's burned out, and she sees a man and a woman off in the distance together. He's the same way. He's seeing a man and a woman off in the distance. His candle's burned out. So it's almost like, wow, this is really cool. It's a matching energy. So it's like you had to see him with other people, and he had to see you with other people. And that tends to be why, somebody left, and maybe they lied about being with other people. And now it's like you're coming together and you're talking about it and you're both apologizing and saying, wow, I didn't know I hurt you. And it's just this like, let's just get it out all on the table. That's really wild. I've never gotten both of those cards back to back where he's seeing her with somebody else and she's seeing him with somebody else. So it's like you both had to go out. They're saying you both had to go out and experience other people to really understand the truth. Okay, we have 3. These will be our final 3. Let's see what we have. We have 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups, and 2 of Wands. Oh, I love the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands always reminds me of like the perfect date where it's like sensual, there's food, there's good music, you're just like so into one another. It's like you can't get enough. So this is like rekindling, or it could be a first date. And then we have the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. So it's like a progression. So they're showing, you're on the date, right? And then all of a sudden you make it to another location and you start to take each other's clothes off. He's bringing her greenery. He's saying, I've grown, I've changed, let's do this. And then she says yes. And then they get after it. And she opens up her energy to him again. So it goes from both people witnessing each other in other partnerships, feeling the pain, feeling the suffering, doing the healing the codependency, healing the need to have or to control or to manipulate. They heal that. It's gone. Now they both have the space to be who they are. They come together, they sit on a bench and they talk for a little bit. Then they go to dinner. Then they take it a step further. Then they're in a new environment where he's really showing up for her. He's showing her how much he's grown. And then they open up their energy to each other. It's a really cool story. Okay, let's move on. Should we do a little, what should we do? Do spirit animals. What else do we need to know about this relationship or career? Relationship or career. Okay, light activations. I think we got these last time. I definitely got these for a client. The penguin says diamond light activation, and then we have the raven, a wise woman, change is coming. The penguin says light activations and new energies are coming your way. Be open to receive and welcome them. I know I slept for the last like 5 days for a really long time, and I know my body was getting some sort of upgrade. So if that is happening to you, embrace it, let it be there. If you're sick for a reason. If you're injured for a reason. Allow it to happen. And this matches my outfit, the black and the white. And then we have the raven again, black and the white, a little bits of pinks and blues. but change is coming. So there could be a message. It's like the wind blows. It's like that eerie energy in a movie where the wind blows and you can just sense that something is coming. A change is coming. Communication is coming, I just heard. Let's do an angel deck. What kind of communication is coming, Spirit? Okay, we're only going to take the one that's flipped up. It says, open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. My throat chakra's going a little nuts. Excuse me. So that's balancing you're opening up. This is Reiki energy, I'm feeling like. So this new energy that you're getting, it's propelling you on your journey so that you can use your spiritual gifts more in the world. And the card that fell on the ground is recognize the signs. I'm not going to get it because it's really far and I'd have to move the table. Okay, let's finish off this reading with something else. Let's do Spirit Animal Oracle. We'll do Spirit Animal Oracle. Final message, Spirit. It's a really cool twin flame reading. I like that, both parties had to go through the pain and the suffering of seeing each other with other people, and then they heal it and they come back together and their energies merge, and then they move slowly in a 4-card stage of apology, dinner, a little bit showing each other's growth. It's like they're showing up and showing with action. Okay, we have electric eel. Bring your ideas to life. So this is the spiritual gifts again. So this could be you having the idea to start your Reiki practice, to get certified, to start doing intuitive readings, to buy certain decks. I know I feel called to I'm going to buy 3 more decks to use in my readings. I just want to expand and I just want new energy. So that's that same feeling. The electric eel is you're just bringing forth a new version of who you are, and you had to go to the depths of the ocean to find it. You had to be in that light activation where you were sleeping, not knowing who you are. Why am I sleeping so much? Hopefully the universe will provide money because I'm not working. And it always does. And it's the wise woman that ends up coming out of that energy. She comes out with new energy, new activated energy in her. It's like a computer reboot. She's got a brand new system, and now she's ready to bring her ideas to life. He or she. All right, lovies, I feel good to end it there. I'm sending you so much love. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you later this week. Thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. If you want to join my community, book a reading with me, if you want to join my 8-week mentorship, everything is below in the description box. All right, lovies, I will see you in the next one. Peace out.